Good evening, everybody. This is Dr. Serge. So tonight I wanted to talk about vitamin B12 because for some reason I have this thing that's been going on with some patients is I have people who come in and for some reason they have high B12 on their blood work, and doctors are really fast, quick to dismiss B12. Usually they want a B12 to make sure that you have enough, and if it's too low, they recommend B12 supplements or B12 injections and so on. But lately, I've seen people with really high B12, and medical doctors don't really know what it means. And usually they come to me and say, I have high B12, but they don't know why. They said to stop all my B12 supplements, but those people don't take B12. So elevated B12, as we can see here from the study, is a sign there's some pathology going on into the body. And based on this review, it could be neoplasm, which is cancer. It could be blood disorder, liver metastasis, liver failure, kidney failures. So these are the main conditions that can lead to elevated B12. So when there is high B12 in the body, to me, that's a concern. And 99% of the time when we see that, we actually help the liver. It's really liver issues because the liver metabolizes B12 or B vitamins, and it regulates how much B is in the body and how much to eliminate and so on. So it's really part of the elimination and recycling of B12 in the body. So B12, which is high in the blood, is a sign that your liver is stressed. What do you need to do to unstress the liver? First of all, of course, is to look at the diet, make sure the diet is clean. There's no junk foods, vegetable oils, sugar, processed food, you know what I mean? So all those foods need to be eliminated out of the diet. But the main thing is to really restore the liver detox pathways by using some herbs like milk thistles, for example. Vitamin A is really important for the liver. And most people that I see actually do have vitamin A deficiency. The best source of vitamin A is actually liver. It could be beef liver, chicken liver, some sort of liver, which is really good for restoring the function of the liver. So as we do that, which is to restore the function of the liver, the B12 gets to a normal level over time because we actually repair the liver and address why the liver was not able to regulate properly the level of B12. So this is the main thing. And if you do that and see that your B12 is high, you need to do something about this because your medical doctors won't do anything. And typically it's just they dismissed it. They don't believe it's an issue, but it's a sign there's something more chronic going on inside your body. So diet is really the foundation, right? Eliminate all the irritants in your body, in your diet, the wheats, the grains, the sugar, the milk, like we talked about, and then do some nutrition to help your liver, okay? About B12, there's a lot of confusion on that. So most of the B12 you will find on that, it's cyanide base, okay? Which is a bit ironic because the cyanide component of the vitamin B12 actually can impact or stress your liver. Because cyanide, at the end of the day, it's toxic. It's one of the most poison of the toxin that you can be exposed to. And interestingly enough, they use cyanide as a backbone for making B12. And that's the cheapest way to make B12. That's why they do that. So injections, for example, a lot of people do B12 injections. So usually it's cyanide base. Okay, it could be hydroxy, but it's more expensive and most doctors don't do that actually, and they won't even tell the patient. So cyanide-based vitamin B12, it's toxic. So make sure that you read the labels of your B vitamins that you take, and 99% of what you find, you will have cyanide-based vitamin B12. Make sure it's methyl B12. This is the natural form. It's the form that your body requires to utilize B12. Otherwise, when it's cyanide-based, your body, most of the time, eliminate it. So it's a waste of money, actually, to take those type of supplements. And again, the best source of B, it's food. Okay, cheese, for example, liver, meat, eggs. These contain the methyl B12 form, which is the one that your body needs, especially if you have an issue metabolizing vitamin B. Vitamin B. I hope it makes sense. So if you do blood work, ask your doctor to run the B12 and see where you're at, because it is a sign that there's something going on. And I've seen that more often. Somebody asked me, Ms. Jenny asked me what kind of supplements B12 you recommend. So make sure that they're food-based. Okay, so food-based meaning that when you read the labels and ingredient, you know what they are. Because most of the supplements you find in the store, they're synthetic. And when you read them, you have no idea what they are. So if you don't know the name, it means they are not natural vitamins. So me, I really like using vitamins like from Innate. Innate is a company on the East Coast that use food to make vitamins. I use Systemic Formula. They do use the natural B food supplements. I use Standard Process. So I use mostly Standard Process for a lot of cases because they have the methyl form of B12, especially if you have issue with MTHFR and folic acid and those different pathways. So I use, it's called Cataplex B. Cataplex B from Standard Process is the food-based supplement that I use most of the time, and it works really good because they're food-based. So when they are food-based, your body recognizes the supplements and utilizes the supplements, and you feel better. Because I see a lot of people coming to me, they're tired, they're stressed, they're exhausted, and they take B vitamins and they don't even feel the difference. One of the reasons of it is they take the synthetic B vitamins, right? It's vitamins that the body cannot even process. So I don't recommend those, and it actually can stress your liver if it has cyanide in it. And then on the other side, vitamin B complex from food has 24 components. I've talked about that before. And the one that you find in the store, it's 5 or 6 components. So you're missing more than 2/3 of the vitamin B components that your body needs. So when you take the food-based vitamin B, your body can recognize, utilize, and you start feeling better. You feel calmer, you have more energy, you sleep better, and so on. So make sure that you check 2Bs, because most people make that mistake. They don't use the right B. So it has to be food-based. So I hope it makes sense. So thank you guys for watching tonight, and God bless you.